So
I am so happy that you didn't watch it. Like you said you were going to watch it. So I got to see it twice.
in case you're wondering, I messaged Mark yesterday and says, hey, She-Hulk drops at midnight tonight. Do you have time to watch it so we can record this video before I head off on my trip? And he said, sure. I said, great. He shows up this morning. Hi, how are you? I said, hi, how are you? He says, you ready? I said,
for what?
I forgot to watch it. Actually, I fell asleep. I tried to stay up and I just could not. It's just too exhausting.
Listen, I woke up this morning and I watched it. And
yeah, but I had...
Don's going to be so proud of me.
I had cats to go feed. I had my COVID test to go do. I had a lot of stuff I already had to do this morning that I already went and did. So,
well, we saw it.
Yes, we did. I saw it once. You saw it twice. So you should be very well versed on the whole story plot.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Okay. Like it's great. But I mean, but I am kind of the market for this, in a way.
And see, I was going to ask, who are they making this for?
Okay, well, put it in, well, they're doing this for the female audience, period.
Which female audience?
Period, doesn't matter. That's what they think they're focusing on, okay? The younger, hipper...
There's no young, hip...
thing.
Girls trying to watch.
The girls, just look at the humor in the girls' bathroom. That's supposed to be young... Instagram-ish kind of humor.
Did you chuckle?
Okay, wait. Let me explain why I'm saying this should be right up my alley.
Okay.
Because it's a superhero.
Yes.
Which I like. It is basically a sitcom. This is not an adventure story. It's a weekly sitcom. They're about 30 minutes long. Mm-hmm. It's meant to be a comedy. It's fourth wall breaking, so it's not Moon Knight. It's not deep and serious.
No.
It's supposed to be lighthearted and comical.
Sure.
And it's courtroom drama. She's an attorney at law, and I love courtroom dramas. You know that. Like, I watch all the law shows out there.
You do.
So this should be right up my alley.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not.
So take the superhero aspect out of it and just treat it as...
I can't treat it as
a sitcom or a law show.
I can't treat it as a law show because we literally see no lawyering in the first episode.
Nothing.
She's a lawyer, but we don't see her lawyering.
Yeah.
Right?
Although they make a lot of references to it.
Yes. But she doesn't. Basically, this story is the origin story of how she becomes She-Hulk.
And you can't really say it's a sitcom or comedy because there was no funny stuff in it.
They attempted funny stuff.
But there was no funny stuff in it.
And basically, it's a lot of mumbo-jumbo, the reason that she becomes She-Hulk, because how many scientists across the globe have been trying to synthesize the Hulk blood and all this other stuff, and some leaks into an open cut of hers, and she becomes She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Because
they never considered, maybe check out a family member.
He never thought of that idea. No scientist ever thought of that idea, that maybe that's genetics.
Right.
But then we have a lot of Bruce Banner in this episode, teaching her the ways of the Hulk for about 3 days.
Right.
Because she can already control it. She doesn't have a second voice in her head.
Right, yeah.
Right.
And because women are not emotional creatures, they can control their emotions better than men. And therefore, she has a better control on when she can turn and when she can't turn.
However, what they do explain is that the synthesization into her blood and her body and everything is different from his. So that's why she's still in control of herself when she transforms. She can transform in and out.
Kind of a lame explanation.
Oh, it's mumbo jumbo.
Yeah.
It's absolute mumbo jumbo. But they have this, I know they have this fight scene.
For no reason.
Which is ridiculously done. Makes no sense. There's no reason to be fighting. They're arguing there was no reason to fight.
Yeah, he's saying, listen, maybe don't leave yet, because we still need to, learn some stuff. And then a fight breaks out.
Yeah. And the only reason they stop fighting is because they break part of his house.
A bar.
And then they repair it, and he says, okay, you can go. There was no resolution.
Nope.
There was no change of article or anything like that. And if you're hoping that this is going to be an action show, well, from episode 1, there was no action. In fact, the fight scene that they actually have at the ending of this thing is one of the lamest fight scenes I've ever seen in my life.
And then, one of the lamest. And then at the end of this episode, there's another supervillain makes an appearance, and then that becomes the lamest.
No, that is the lamest. That's the one I'm talking about.
Okay,
the one at the very end of the show.
Yeah, okay.
Somebody breaks into the courtroom, and she has to reveal herself to the public as She-Hulk. And literally, it is a horrible, horrible fight scene. It lasts like 8 seconds, and it's like still frame photography almost. like this girl does a kung fu kick across flying through the air.
You can tell she's on strings.
Yeah, it looks just like she's holding herself like.
Yeah,
it's worse than any Japanese, the old Japanese 70s show movies that you used to see and all that.
Yeah. And no reason for the supervillain to be there.
We don't even know why she's there.
No, just
who she is. She just burst into the courtroom,
crashed through a wall, and stood there.
She's not the one on trial. She's not. We have no idea what. Just burst into the courtroom. Happens to be She-Hulk. Again, this is supposed to be funny. I didn't get the humor. The jokes did not make me laugh.
No,
unfortunately,
I'm not the target audience for this.
No,
I honestly do not know who. Every time. Oh, welcome back. So, as I was saying, I don't know who the target audience is for this. I honestly don't, because if you're looking for females that are into superhero movies. Okay, well, this is not that.
Well, yet. It was an origin story.
But this is not a superhero.
This is an Ally McBeal sitcom in the superhero universe. This is what this is supposed to be.
If you're looking for a population of females that are sort of into Ally McBeal kind of stuff, I don't think they're going to like the superhero aspect of it.
Well, they're in luck, because there has been none.
Right. So I don't know who they're looking for.
So really, there is... This is episode 1. There's 9 episodes. Now, a lot of critics out there love this show. Have absolutely loved it.
I don't know why.
Even ones who are very critical of it to begin with.
I think they're going to change their minds.
Well, we'll see. But they've seen 4 episodes. Right? They were sent 4 episodes. We've only seen the first. We only watch them as they drop. We don't pre-watch things ahead of time.
I think this might be people that are saying, oh, we love it, so that they continue to get these things in advance.
Well, see, that's the theory all the time, but it's everybody. And I don't think it's everybody, because some people out there did not like Moon Knight, did not like Falcon Winter Soldier.
Did you like this show? Did you like what we just sat through?
No.
I didn't like it either time that I watched it.
It didn't get better the second time?
The second time.
Oh, that's too bad. Okay. And you know what? Let's be honest. We reviewed the last trailer, one of our shows we were talking about upcoming things to watch in 2022. And I mentioned that I thought the last trailer made it more interesting now that I know it's a comedy, now that I know it's going to be fourth wall breaking, which they don't do very often, by the way, like twice in the episode so
2
far.
or 3 times.
Yeah. But other than the opening, well, by the way, you want to hear the story. But the jokes did not land.
It's just they're making a mockery out of, and I get it, they're trying to do the comedy aspect, but they've got this little dune buggy Jeep car that can move the Hulk and toss him across.
Yeah, he just stops the Jeep from taking off. And then she says, oh yeah, and steps on the gas, and suddenly it lifts Hulk in the air and throws him against the rocks way off in the distance. Like the Hulk. Now, this is the problem I have with the show. Once again, they're dumbifying a traditional character. They've made him Smart Hulk, but in this episode, he was nothing like a smart guy.
No.
He was the out of place, the awkward, you're better than I am, I'm jealous, I'm this, I'm that. It wasn't Hulk at all.
He was the comic relief.
He wasn't even the very first time we saw Mark Ruffalo take in the Avengers when he took over for Hulk. That one, everyone loved him because he was gritty. He was, in control. We liked his acting. He was calm. But you could see he was still on the edge. Now he's just this mummified, wimpy.
He didn't want to be there. You can tell watching it. He didn't want to be there.
No, I got a contract. I guess I gotta work somehow. But I don't like when they do that. I don't like when they make people stupid to try and make it funny,
or to try to make somebody else look superior.
Yeah, and I understand this is a comedy. They're trying to make it funny, but you didn't have to dumb down a character to make him funny.
Yeah, you don't have to do it at the expense of everyone else.
And now that I've seen what they did to Hulk, I'm worried what they're going to do to Daredevil. Because the writer has already come out and said, yeah, we're going to make Daredevil a lighter side of Daredevil that you haven't seen before. Well, that's not Daredevil.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm worried what they're going to do there. This is only episode 1. I'll still give it a chance.
Will you?
Because we haven't seen any lawyering yet.
Will we?
And now she's revealed already. I'm going to give it a shot. Well, you guys will, because I'll be on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
For the next 2 weeks. But
this might be a good one for Paul to solo.
No, I think you're both going to have to watch it and suffer through it one more time. Maybe you should watch it twice, just to make sure you get it down pat.
Get it really down. Yeah.
Well, let us know what you guys think. Have you watched She-Hulk?
It's on Disney Plus.
Disney Plus. I was warily optimistic because I didn't mind the trailers. You guys did not like the trailers at all. I said, okay,
you can see what they're gonna do.
I was well. You know what? It's episode 1. We got the origin out of the way. Let's see what they do in episode 2. If it stays the same or gets worse, then we might not be covering it anymore. Yeah. Thank God Game of Thrones starts this weekend. Maybe that will be better. And then shortly after that, Lord of the Rings series starts as well. Yeah. So at least we have some stuff to look forward to, we hope. Now, until let us know in the comments. Did you watch it? What did you think? Did it hit? Did it miss?
Oh, and don't forget to watch the post-credit scene.
Yes, it's vital. Because it's something that every single person in the world was wondering about Captain America. It's a secret, everybody. Like it's great, but I mean, but